Hello friends, welcome back to the Avenue Art House with Yvonne and Shari.
Hi.
And oops, we made art.
Yeah, and it was an oops today.
It was.
Yeah. So, well, what are we talking about today?
What shall we talk about? Oh,
I need my glasses.
uh-oh.
I can't see what you're saying. Oh, just kidding. All right.
Today, well, we had a class today.
True.
And somebody said something that just sparked an idea that I thought we could talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Because it probably happens more often than we pay attention to.
Right.
Especially in classes.
Definitely.
Don't always hear what people are saying.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
Just don't listen.
You just don't listen. She's too busy.
I zone out.
Yeah, you're good. No, she's doing her art. It's all good. So today in class, someone mentioned that they didn't like the colors on the example of art that we were using.
Right.
And I automatically went, "Oh, that's what we can talk about today."
Right. It wasn't a mean comment. It was just an observation of, I don't know, I'm really worried. I don't like those colors.
Right.
And that would cause an anxiety like, oh my gosh, I'm here in this class and
Right.
not only am I learning tools differently, but I don't like those colors.
Right.
It's not in my color wheel. Don't make me.
Right.
That could really kind of stop you from creating.
Right.
Or suddenly your joy is gone. Right out the window, man. But,
right. So, and it doesn't, all it means is that your personal preference leans to different colors.
correct.
Right.
Correct.
And I guess that's why I wanted to talk about this.
Well, critiquing is hard.
Critiquing is hard.
And criticism, it's all the same. Having an opinion, we all have opinions. That same person
They sure did.
has a saying about that, which we won't say. It's a family-friendly show. But it's true, what she said.
It's true.
Everybody's got one.
Everybody has one. That's right. We all have opinions.
It's how we share them, maybe. When you're in art class, you should be able to say, I don't like those colors.
That's right.
Because you don't like the colors. I want you to be honest. What do I care?
That's right.
I didn't use those colors again anyway.
Well, and I
like
think
them.
that part of the joy of learning to be an artist has been in learning what I do and don't like.
Correct.
So I think it's great if you can look at something and immediately know, I don't like that. I don't like those colors, or I don't like
Here's what
whatever.
I don't like about it.
Yes. Because then you're on your way to knowing what you do like.
Correct. But
Yeah.
when you're in a critique or someone critiques your art, maybe mine was done. This is not about that. But if you're in an art class and maybe someone says something about a piece you're working on and you're not done yet,
Right.
it's what you do with that.
Yes.
How do you respond? How do you handle that? I'm sitting in class and I don't know you, but we just met and we're making art together, and I lean over and go, oh, that's a horrible color.
Okay.
Oh, I should never say that to begin with, but I could say, let me do what the medical world does. That's interesting.
That's interesting. Well, you did that today in class too. You made color. You made a color and you said, ooh, that's an awful color. You didn't like the color.
But it was mine.
It was yours, right?
Me.
But I looked over at what you were making because you said it, and
you questioned me.
I really liked the color.
She said, you don't like that color?
Right.
And I'm like, no.
I kind of thought it was pretty. It wasn't a traditional. I mean, it was kind of a muddy, rosy color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of neat though. But anyway, again, we all have our own preferences. We all have our own style. I mean, we don't decorate our home the same way, so we're not going to make our art the same way.
True.
I want to make my art my way anyway.
I know you do. You're a rebel, man. So what do you say to someone who's new on the art journey? Like,
Okay.
maybe not as tough and mean as we are,
Okay.
right? What do you say to them?
I think my first little piece of advice would be not only for your art, but in everything, don't take it personally.
Oh, that's so hard. That's impossible. I told you I was going to throw the flag on that one. Impossible flag.
It's not my business what anybody else thinks of me.
That's one of my favorite Shari sayings. And I'm trying so hard to wrap my head around that because I want to not care and try to own or control what people say about me. I love that.
It's hard. Why do you think I have the same? I had to come up with something to remind me that I don't need to spend my time worrying about other people
And what they
and what they think about me.
But when they're just talking about your art,
When
it's
they're
not
just-
about you.
Right, exactly. So
But-
when it's about my art, I need to try to not take it personally even more so. Except that my art is part of me. I don't know, I don't know if you agree with that or not. I feel like I put a little bit of myself into my art.
Lose a little piece of your soul there.
Yeah, a little bit. And so that's why I think you want to call the flag on it and say that it's impossible to not to take that personally, right? This is a part of me that I've put on this paper, and now somebody has come in and been like, this actually happened one day. We were walking in through the studio, this gallery.
Oh no!
And
It's a true story.
It's a true story. There was a lady here with her husband, and you were giving her a tour. And I was here too, and I was kind of following behind you all through the gallery. And we were upstairs, and there was a piece of my work on the wall. It was a very abstracted, colorful face. I loved it. One of my favorite pieces.
Uh-huh.
And she walked by it, and she said, "Oh, I don't like that at all. That is not my thing at all." And she really didn't like it. And I was standing right behind. She had no clue it was my piece.
No, she wouldn't have said that.
Right. But I remember walking behind you guys, and I kind of smiled because, like I said, that was one of my favorite pieces. And so, I didn't care that she didn't like it. It was a wild little funky face. And
I love your faces.
And I can't even show it to you because a couple weeks later, somebody
sold.
came in and bought it. So I wasn't the only one who thought that wild little face was fun. But she hated it, and that was okay because I get it. Not everybody wants to put strange little faces on the wall in their house. It could be a little creepy. In fact, one more story. I really got stories today. My son was over, and we recently redone our guest room. And in that room, last year I did all these faces. And in that room, I hung all these wild faces all over the wall in there.
Whoa.
And Bert said, my son said, it's a little creepy to wake up with all those weird faces staring at you. My friend is coming to stay in that same room, and so I'm trying to
leave them
decide,
up?
leave them. I've left them for now, Robin. If you hate them, we'll take them down.
I love that.
Some of them are a little weird. They have like X's on their mouths. It's
Really?
I get into it. It's fun. Anyway, back to what were we talking about? Oh yeah, criticism. So my little story was just that not everybody's gonna like it, and that's okay. But she did notice that painting on the wall, and that was the only one she said anything about. So even though she didn't like it at all, it was the only one that caught her eye enough to remark about it.
So she might have liked it and didn't realize it.
Oh,
It's not there yet in her brain that, man, that one caught my attention.
Right.
But it may have touched on something in her that was a nerve.
who knows?
You don't know.
You
People
never
are-
know. That's it, and that's why you shouldn't take it personally. We don't know.
Yes, but people,
it's hard.
artists who create art to please other
Yes.
people are constantly going to be hurt by what people say because they're looking for validation outside of themselves. Like, I want everybody to like this
Right.
because I made it.
Right.
That's not how it works.
Right.
And that's really hard, I think, sometimes. No, I think you just have to be far enough along in the art journey. You have to keep making. It's like there's this magic number for every human that's different, right?
Yeah.
Once you reach that number, you've produced that many pieces of art, you're pretty secure inside, and you're making art that makes you happy.
That's the key, right? I think that's the key.
But
Is you making art to make yourself happy. Then it's kind of easy to shrug off if somebody doesn't like what you've made because you didn't make it for them.
I'll tell you who's hard to shrug off is if they don't like your art and they become very troll-like about it.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
okay with that.
Yes, I haven't
That's just
had
meanness.
I have not had that experience. So Hopefully I never do.
I
Yeah,
hope
you're right.
not,
That's
'cause
just meanness.
Yeah.
And I think, you know what, trolling, you know what, those people they deserve even less of our attention.
So we're not going to talk about them.
No.
You trolls don't exist. Poof, poof. They went away.
I like it. They're gone. What you doing over there?
I am re-wrecking a piece because next week's class is about ugly ducklings. And what do you do when you make art that nobody in the world likes, including yourself?
Including yourself.
So-
Okay. Okay, that's true. I've made plenty of that art too.
Well, we're gonna. Everyone is invited to bring in the ugly stuff. If they don't have any, I got plenty.
Okay, you're gonna supply it. I was gonna say. I was gonna ask
have
you.
a whole pile of stuff I don't care about.
That's
And this
gonna
was
be
one of them.
interesting.
So this originally was a flower piece done in, I think, oil pastels. It was just too busy. Then I painted over it, and it turned into these two women. I should have shown it. Sorry.
Before I thought they were kind of neat. So that's going to be interesting if you're giving old work of yours to someone else to wreck.
That
Do
they
you think
don't
they're going to
have.
have a hard time? What if they like it, what you give them?
Well, they can take that one and pick another.
Okay,
You
there.
know. No, or they can learn to get rid of stuff they like.
Okay.
Ah,
That's a good one.
that's very hard.
It's very hard.
But it's pretty valuable to be able to do because in class today, also, after we created our backgrounds, someone said, now I'm really afraid because they had to go in and create the elephant and they liked their background. So there's that. I came to a screeching halt because I like this and I'm going to now mess it up. No, you're not. You're
Right.
going to do it again. You can do it again and do it better. Or different. It doesn't always go
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's happened before in a painting where there's something about the painting I like.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to work all around it. And that never seems to go well.
What, to work around
To
it?
work around a little part of a painting that I love and try to make everything else match it, it never seems to work.
Oh, you don't want to match it. You just have to, I don't know.
I know, right?
Right? You gotta find a
It
different
tends
way.
to, usually what happens is that little piece that I loved ends up having to go too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard to get
That's
rid
the
of.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson to learn though, because it's like getting a bad grade. It's just the first time you do it, it hurts. You get in all the trouble, right?
That's a good way to put it. Or like me, you just put all these unfinished pieces on your wall and
That's right.
hope that one day you'll be able to give up that part you loved for something else.
You will. Because there'll be a day you walk in, you're like, wait, did I like that again?
That's
What?
true. That is true. That is when I take them down and start painting over them.
I like the paint over. There's something very freeing about it anyway.
Yeah. Once you get used to it.
Yeah. So this thing about critiquing someone's art is different from criticism. We just need to, I guess if you're going to say something about someone's artwork, other than, oh, that's interesting. We now know that's not what you want to say.
Now that we've said.
You have to choose your words. Like,
Yeah, well,
but that's still true. I like your saying, this is where it comes into play. Because I express myself and someone internalizes it as a personal affront, I can't control that, and I didn't mean it that way.
Right.
I don't like hurting people's feelings.
No. People pleasers.
Yep. That is
Look
me.
at those gorgeous colors.
What's your advice for critiquing and
So, well, if you're really
this
going
is
to
how you
critique,
fix something? I don't know.
look at the
Use
pretty
clay.
colors. I think for critiquing, you need to at least know a little bit about art if you're really going to critique somebody's art.
Which is different from a criticism.
Right. A criticism is, I don't like that. I just don't like it, right? Is that a criticism, you think?
No, I think
don't
it's
like
just
it.
an opinion.
Just
Like,
an opinion,
it's okay.
right.
It's
Whereas
okay.
a critique is, you know, certain things that make good art, and you're thinking about the things that make good art and looking to see if the art has some of those things. Or does that art just make you feel good? That's not a real critique, though.
That's not a critique.
That just makes me feel good. But I can like art just because it makes me feel good.
That is true.
Right. And I can make or not like it because it doesn't make me feel good. But I think, like you said, critiquing is different because you're following a set of guidelines for something that makes good art.
It's
And
supposed
then,
to.
right. And then critiquing from that, from the rules or whatever. Do you agree? What do you think? Is that the difference between
Say it again.
that you're taking a set of guidelines for what's supposed to make good art and using those guidelines to critique why the art is good or not? Did this
Yes.
artist hit these things? Did they use the
Correct.
rule of thirds? Okay, no. Well, because you can break the rules too,
Mm-hmm. That's true.
but you only know that you're breaking the rules on purpose if you know what the rules are. Right? So you can't really give a real critique unless you at least know a little bit about art, right?
True.
A true
But you
critique.
can have an yes.
But you can have an opinion no matter what.
So, point being that if you tried to run a critique but you didn't know much in the fundamentals of art, you're probably going to hurt somebody's feelings,
Right.
right?
Because all you're giving them is your opinion
Ah.
instead of some valid, oh, well, here, look at this. I really like what you've done here, but you put your horizon line dead center of the canvas, and it might make it a little more interesting if you put that up or down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because
Yeah.
one of the rules is, but people have done that, put their horizon straight in the middle, and it does look good. You can break the rules and make it look good.
Yeah, it's not really a rule anyway.
Is that not a rule?
Not really.
Horizon's not
It's
the
just-
third, the thing?
No, I make mine anywhere I want.
It is a rule, she's just breaking it. The rule of thirds, what's that one?
Darn if I know.
Like in your phone, you see the little tic-tac-toe board set up?
Uh-huh.
Nothing's supposed to be dead center.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be, your little focal point should be on there, the little dots, where the little square is in the middle.
Do you know
Rules.
why you don't want it on the horizon line in art?
Why?
Because if you put something dead in the middle, that's a bullseye area.
So
And then everyone's drawn to that, and it's impossible to see the rest of the work you've done. Like they don't notice it. They keep going back to that dead middle. So it's always nice to shift it off one way or another.
right.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
Which is why you also tell people to move their color around, right? To help move the eye around the
Correct.
page.
Correct.
Your colors or your marks or right. So that's what we're talking about. All the little rules to make
Mm.
good art. So, because what if a piece of art, you like it, but it's not something that it doesn't get you
Right.
for whatever reason,
Uh-huh.
but you know that it's a good piece of art because you can look at it and say, oh, look, they've hit all these things that make a good piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's my taste or not, doesn't matter. It's still a good piece of work.
Right.
It's still a good piece of work.
There you go.
What do you
I
think?
agree. I agree.
There you go. Those colors are so pretty.
Looks like an exploded cotton candy bag,
Mm-hmm.
except for the greener parts. I wouldn't want that. Nobody wants cotton candy that's green, do they?
I don't know. But now look, I just want to paint.
Pick up your brush, sister.
Mine was blank.
That's scary. See?
See? You're over there wrecking something.
Yes. So, doesn't matter to me how it turns out.
Does it ever matter to you? Do you ever get
Yes. I
Yes?
get caught up. Oh, I hate it. That's when they go south every time. I get so mad. Like I can do this, and then I don't know where to go from here.
Right.
So literally, it will go against the wall. Like I'll put it away from me because I don't know what to do with it.
Do you
And I
turn it away from you so
Mhm.
you see the back of it?
Sometimes,
So that you can
and then
see
sometimes
it
I
fresh.
see the front.
Mm.
I don't know. Depends on how much I don't like it. Probably, you know.
Yes, I do.
And you have so much fun doing this, and then you do something stupid with it, and all the fun is gone. It's just a memory.
That's when you pull out the new paper and start all over.
Yes. No, I don't.
You
No,
don't?
I just keep going.
How many
Like-
paintings do you have right now?
What's that mean?
How many paintings do you have going right now?
20 plus. 20 plus. It's not a problem.
No.
And a lot of them are in colors that I don't like. Like it stops me.
Ooh.
Just like what was said in class today. Like those aren't my colors.
Okay.
Oh, and then another person. Remember, she was done. She was done. Her background's there, and she was like, "These are not my colors."
Right? Yep.
That's like self-criticism. But we never misunderstand ourselves.
Oh, do we?
But do we? Yes. Sometimes I'm really hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I do misunderstand what I think because I'm wanting something I shouldn't be wanting.
Ooh, I feel like that is a whole other podcast right there.
What?
Working on something that you want to be something else.
That takes us all the way back to who gets their feelings hurt in art. The people who are making art for other people to like.
Mm-hmm.
So their validation isn't coming from within. So if you say, I don't like your colors, oh, they're stabbed in their
Right.
heart. They need 500 Band-Aids and a counselor. Because they have colors that somebody didn't like.
didn't like. But
So-
that's always going to happen, yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot make my art for someone else. I
No.
could care less if they like it.
It sounds weird to say,
It sounds hard.
right? Because, why do you make art if you don't want people to like it? Well,
That's the creative process.
that's right.
Ah,
It's because we
making
make it for
something.
us. It's the process.
Mm-hmm.
The process.
And I'm not afraid of it going south. And I am going to do something and probably ruin this.
Yeah, for sure.
It has to dry a little bit. Well, that's pretty. Oh, I really don't like those colors. They're just not my thing.
Right?
No, I'm just kidding. I love blues and
I do
greens.
too.
That's what, the earth is blue-green. It's a pretty planet. Think about that.
Ooh, it's the neutral colors that sometimes are hard to like. Those ones
For
that-
me, yes. And
Yeah.
muddy colors.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was what you weren't liking earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like what we talked about today.
You do?
I do. I think it's good to remind yourself why you're making art. Are you making it for other people to like it? Because that's cool too. Like,
I'm so glad you were paying attention in class so that we could have this topic because I think, sometimes if people are like, well, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. But when you're just given an opinion about colors, she didn't say my piece was horrible. She just said she didn't like those colors. And I'm like, please don't let that stop you.
Right.
Let's do this class.
That's right.
Let's do it up your way.
That's exactly right. Do it your way. Your example is just a little example, a guide, an idea, but
An idea only.
it's fun to go your own way.
Listen. Do it. Yep, there it is.
You got to. It's fun.
It is fun. It's a fun sound.
It is, right?
Kind of makes me feel itchy though. I'm just kidding.
Itchy,
Sorry to say, it
scritchy.
makes me hungry.
Itchy, scritchy.
But anything makes me hungry, so it's not the sound.
It's because we had all those delicious snacks in class.
Oh my gosh,
Thanks
yes.
again for the snacks.
Yes, and thanks for the podcast topic.
Yes.
That class is so cool.
It's cool.
Artists, they're artists, and it's amazing, and I hear them coaching each other. So I must always be careful what I say because
Yes.
it gets repeated.
Yeah, it does.
Like working with a 3-year-old. Yeah.
So I think we made our point. What do you think?
I hope we made our point. Did we make our
I
point?
think so.
Make your art for yourself.
Don't look for validation externally.
From anyone else. Your art, if it pleases you and your colors please you, don't let that stop you. And don't take a class where someone tries to force you down the lane of their colors. Oh, I just wish someone would do that to me.
Now I do too.
I bet you I could take their colors and make totally different colors.
Yeah, you could.
Really torment them. That would be fun. That's different from criticism that hurts people, and that's different from that's different from me being mean. It's a challenge, and I don't like being limited.
That's right.
But you give me a rule, and I'm just all in it.
Yeah, you gotta break it, right?
Don't take your eyes off.
That's right.
You just don't blink.
That's
blink.
That's our problem. We both don't like the rules.
That's right. And technically what I just did here, I put acrylic paint over top of oil pastels. Not gonna do that. But I did polyurethane it before. And the acrylic is bubbly up off of it. Kind of see how it was resisting a little?
Because she's breaking the rules.
Yeah.
The rules.
This is mixed media paper and it's starting to feel
What happens
thick.
if you scratch it? Will it start coming off if you scratch
I
at
thought
it?
about scratching. I didn't bring my metal.
Or will the poly keep it from doing that? Oh no, it's doing it. Look.
I got squigglies. You know, as long as they don't look like swimmers. I'm all right. How do you say that in a family show?
I don't know.
Talk to your mom and dad. Ask them what a swimmer is. What's a swimmer, Mom? It's
Well-
a little squiggly thing.
Swimmer. No, a swimmer. They wear a little cap on their head. And
That kind.
Right. They shave all the hair off their bodies and
Yeah, I'm going into this with charcoal. All right.
Alright, yeah, I
If
think
you
we're
have
gonna
any-
be done. I think we're starting to
Yeah, it's too long. Y'all shouldn't still be watching.
I know, sorry y'all. Okay.
Podcasts. Hang tough. And don't be afraid to express your opinion.
That's
Always be kind. Boy, our tribe is so kind.
We
Like-
got a great group.
Oh my gosh. I think they could tell me they were about to slit my throat, and they would do it so nicely that I would be like, "You guys are so cool." Thank you. That was a bit of an extreme. but They're just nice, and it's not fake nice, it's good nice. We don't have fake nice people.
Thank goodness.
Oh no.
Because your fake people over there are slitting your throat.
All right, Michelle, they are my friends. Just because people can't see them doesn't mean they're not really there.
That's right. It was nice to meet all of you friends today.
Yes, and we saw them. They were real people.
Wait, there were people here. It wasn't just us, right?
Wait, are you in my dream? Am I dreaming? Don't pinch me.
All right, we've been ridiculous long enough.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Until next time.
Make some art
Make
for
some art.
yourself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the colors that I make. Toodaloo.
Bye.
We can't find a button. What?
It means it's alive and reaching others. Yeah. People critique or comment in any way about your work, they're engaging with it.
That is true.
So